Good evening, Belpark Weather Network. I'm forecaster Grant Warren here in the Weather Center, dealing with some technical issues, so I apologize about that. Hopefully, everybody can hear me, um, and we can go ahead and cover some of these tornado warnings here. So I want to start off with, first of all, we have a tornado warning for Scioto County. That goes until 3:15 this morning. Just northeast of that, we have a tornado warning for Jackson County. This does include the city of Jackson, and that goes until 3:15 in the morning as well. And then our third tornado warning in the state of Ohio is up here in Tuscarawas and Coshocton County, and that goes until 3:15 as well. So 3 tornado warnings right now until 3:15 in the morning for the across the state of Ohio. First, we're going to jump down to the Scioto County storm right here. And you'll have to bear with me tonight. My voice is kind of on the edge. I'm going to do the best I can here to provide you with as much information as I can here. So again, Scioto County, this does include the city of Portsmouth. You are under a tornado warning until 3:15, so another 14-ish minutes on this one. This one is radar indicated, and it says a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 11 miles west of South Shore, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And that's going to be a trend with the storms that and these tornadoes, tornadic cells that we track through the night here. You're going to notice that they're moving at a pretty good clip. They're moving at anywhere between 50 to upwards of 65 miles per hour at times we've seen tonight. So they are moving in a hurry. So if I call out your location or your city, or if you are in the polygon, or as a last resort you hear the sirens, you need to quickly act and seek shelter as fast as you can. That's going to give you the best chance to be unharmed from these storms tonight. So again, Scioto County right here, just north of Portsmouth, I'd say just west of US 23 and north of US 52. That's the corridor right here. This is where we're watching. Right over West Portsmouth and Dry Run is where I would be concerned for that rotation signature right now. Now, it's very broad. We haven't seen any confirmation with this storm, and that is the good thing. We don't see anything on the debris tracker, so that's another good thing. Now, this is a little bit of a distance away from a couple radars. Wilmington is our closest. We also have Charleston, which is another close-ish radar to this site, but you're looking at the closest radar that we have, and you can see right where those greens and reds are touching, basically just due west of US 23 there in Scioto County. That's where we're watching for that potential rotation. Again, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Let's bounce up to Jackson County up here, and this is in quite a radar dead zone, but you can see a couple areas that we're watching here. I'll go ahead and circle them on the screen here for you if I can. There is, well, if it's going to cooperate with me, maybe. Yeah, so right here is where we're watching for that potential tornado. This is US 35 that runs through Jackson County, and that's where we're currently watching. You can see where those greens and those kind of yellow, brownish yellows where they're touching. That's kind of right where we're watching the rotation signature here, getting ready to cross US 35, kind of right over the community of Winchester in the direction of Ridgeland and Pattonsville. Eventually, that's where we're seeing that circulation. Again, getting ready to cross US 35. So if you are in downtown Jackson, this is to the south of you, but you are in the polygon, you still want to be seeking shelter. Winchester, Ridgeland, Pattonsville, and eventually downstream into Buckeye. You all need to be in shelter for this possible tornadic signature moving through the central part of Jackson County. Let's go ahead and bounce up here to Coshocton and Crawford County, where we also have a tornado warning. And again, this one is in kind of a tough area to spot, so I'll go ahead and turn on the reflectivity here. You can see on the eastern side of Coshocton County, right along State Route 16. That's where we're watching for a potential tornado and tornadic signature as this continues to move off to the east at 60 miles an hour. Again, if you are in eastern Coshocton County or the southern part, really the southwestern part of Tuscarawas County, you need to be in shelter for this possible tornado. Now, we have a couple more new tornado warnings coming in here. I'll go ahead and bounce down to the one to the south here. And again, we're going to choose the Charleston radar because it's the closest. And I apologize, you're going to see a couple red boxes pop on here. This is the new tornado warning. You can see it flashing on your screen there from the red to pink. That indicates it was just issued here. So go ahead and move it up so you can see it in its entirety here. This does include downtown Wellston and through Vinton County and up into Athens County. It does include downtown Athens and the Ohio University campus there that is in downtown Athens. So let's go ahead and look at the velocity product. This shows us the directions the winds are moving, and this is going to show us where we kind of see rotation, and that indicates to us where we could potentially see a tornado at any given time. So a couple areas here, just west of US 35 here in Jackson County. This is actually southeast of Jackson, is one area that we're watching. And then another one up here just south of State Route 32, east of US 35 in eastern Jackson County. That is another area that could we're seeing a little bit of that rotation, and that's why we want you to, this is why this tornado warning was issued. This is why we want you to seek shelter. So again, going over some communities that are affected by this, we have Wilkesville, we have Hawks Vale Mills there in southern Vinton County, and heading into Meigs County we have Carpenter, and then eventually up into Athens County we have Albany, Shade, and then downtown Athens and areas surrounding. And again, that goes until 3:30 this morning, so about another 22 minutes on this one. Again, I'll go over all the counties here. Meigs, Gallia, Jackson, Vinton, and Athens County. You guys are under a tornado warning until 3:30 a.m. this morning. And again, note the speed that these are moving. They are moving, I don't know if you can see that on the screen there. There we go. Moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So that's a very fast moving circulation here, moving up through those counties that I just listed. So if I listed your community, you need to be in a safe place immediately until the storm has passed and or the tornado warning is canceled. So we will continue to monitor that. I do want to point out that the tornado warning for Scioto County was canceled. So Scioto County, you are no longer under a tornado warning. Let's go ahead and bounce up to this new tornado warning that was issued. This is going to be for, let's see, Muskingum, Coshocton, Guernsey, Tuscarawas, and eventually into, let's see here, Harrison County. And that goes, again, until 3:15 this morning. So very short-lived tornado warnings at this time. Generally 20 minutes to 30 minutes is what we've been seeing tonight. And again, if you are in any of the communities I call out here, you need to be in a safe place. Again, this is a radar indicated rotation again, and again, we're in a dead zone in terms of radar, so it's going to be very difficult to be able to pick up any type of good clear-cut circulation from this system, just bouncing around to a couple radars that we have around this area, not really seeing anything that's going to give us a clear-cut image of this rotation. But the high-res velocity, or the reflectivity, might actually be our best bet here. So you can kind of see this appendage here on this line, and that's where we're watching for that potential tornado. And again, the National Weather Service has this one moving at a pretty good clip as well. This one's moving off to the east at 60 miles an hour. So again, you're continuing to see the trend here of 50, 60, and even a little bit faster moving storms as they move off to the east here that could potentially be producing a tornado at any given time. So again, bouncing between these 4 tornado warnings. I'll go ahead and turn the... I'll go ahead and turn... let me see if I can get it here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn the watch boxes off so it clears up the screen just a little bit here for you, and you can kind of see where these boxes are a little clearer now as these storms continue to race off to the east, anywhere between 60 and 70 miles an hour. So just east of Wellston here in Jackson County, on the southern panhandle, if you would, of Vinton County. A lot of hail, and that's where we're also seeing, embedded in that hail, we're also seeing that, that rotation signature. And you can see that here where the reds and greens are touching. This is State Route 32. This is US 35. We are well to the east of US 35 at this point. Into Vinton County is where we're seeing this potential tornado and rotation signature. So we'll go ahead and put a track on it here. And we'll go ahead and give you some times here. We've got Wilkinsville in less than a minute. It is right on top of you. You can actually see that right there. Point Rock, 5 minutes. Dyersville, 7 minutes. Valley Ford, 8 minutes. And then Carpenter and Welsh within the next 10 minutes as well. So this is quickly racing off to the east, northeast at 60... I believe they had this one at 60 miles an hour. Forgive me, 65 miles per hour. So it is moving off to the northeast very quickly here. And again, we'll go ahead and put kind of a better track on it for you there. You can see those communities there a little bit clearer. I'm going to make sure they're on the screen there for you. I'll go ahead and put them right there. You can see essentially all these communities within the next 10 minutes. So you need to be sheltered as quickly as you possibly can. Go through your safety plan. Again, that is the most center room you can get in your house. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, as far away from windows as you can, and then grab something that you can cover your body or head with, such as a mattress, a helmet, really anything sturdy enough that could cover you from flying debris if your walls should get breached. Bouncing back north here to the tornadoes warning ongoing in Harrison, Guernsey, Muskingum, Coshocton, and southern Tuscarawas counties. Again, there is no clear radar that's going to give us a clear picture as to what is going on. We're just a little bit too far away from most of them to give us that clear image or that we would like to see. So again, you just saw the red box there on the northern part above this skinny tornado warning. You did see that drop off. So the original tornado warning for Coshocton and Tuscarawas County has been allowed to expire at 3:15. And we are just left with this one tornado warning getting ready to cross The circulation is getting ready to cross Interstate 77 there in northern Guernsey County. And we just had a new tornado warning issued here. We've actually got a couple of them coming in here. So just bear with me. We're going to go ahead and go over this one. This one is for another 30 minutes. This is for just issued. You see it flashing on your screen there. This is for Central Meigs, Northeastern Gallia, Southeastern Jackson, and that other county is in West Virginia. So, again, Central Meigs, Northeastern Gallia, and Southeastern Jackson County under a tornado warning until 3:45 this morning. And you see another one flashing down here. This is for a brief section of Lawrence County. And we'll go ahead and go to down to this one here. This is coming out of Kentucky, getting ready to cross the Ohio River into Lawrence County. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the this one. You kind of see where we might be seeing some, where we are seeing some straight line wind and maybe a couplet kind of mixed in here, again, coming out of Kentucky, getting ready to cross the Ohio River, eventually into Lawrence County, and that's why that tornado warning was issued. Again, moving to the northeast at 60 miles per hour, so continuing to see the fast-paced moving storms this morning as they continue to race off to the east here. So I want to hop down to, let's hop down to over to Vinton County. You're seeing that on your screen right now. This is where the newest tornado warning was issued. And again, that one goes until 3:45 this morning. And you can kind of see right where these reds and greens are touching, just south of Vinton, is where we are watching that circulation here moving off to the northeast here. The tornado warning to the north of this was actually trimmed back. And I do want to bounce down. You're going to see in just a second here this tornado warning to the south for Lawrence County. You can kind of see the weird looking polygon. That's because we are in two different weather offices. Lawrence County is actually in the Charleston market, and the Scioto County is in the Wilmington market, and they are in agreement now. You can see that odd-shaped polygon is now kind of somewhat filled in because we're dealing with two different weather offices here. Again, Scioto County was just added to this tornado warning until 3:45 this morning. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the velocity image. We'll go ahead and bounce around to a couple of radars here, see which one gives us the best view, and I think this is probably going to be our best view. Again, this is still in Kentucky. This isn't quite to the Ohio border yet. The Ohio border kind of runs this blue line you see here. That is the Ohio River. Here's Ironton. Here's Greenup, Kentucky. So this is back still in Kentucky. But right here where you see these reds and greens touching, that's where we're going to be looking for that potential tornado, where we're seeing that rotation as of this hour. So again, bouncing off to the northern, to the north here, down into parts of Athens County. Just giving you an update here on what's going on. Anywhere along this line where you see these reds and greens touching, that's where we could see a quick spin-up tornado, and thus you see these two tornado warning warning boxes here. Tornado warning boxes indicating that we're have the potential to see a tornado at any given second. Now, again, we're not seeing anything on our debris tracker, thankfully, but there are several areas along this line that could produce a quick spin-up tornado at any given time, thus the reason for the tornado warnings here for another 20-ish minutes or so. Again, not seeing anything clear-cut in terms of something that totally jumps off the map to me. Just a few pockets here where we could be seeing a quick tightening of the rotation through a couple radar scans, and then so again, a tornado. Let's go ahead and do a full reset here, because I know we have quite a few tornado warnings. We actually have 4 or 5 that are active in our market right now. And we'll go over those real quick here. I'll go ahead and turn on the reflectivity. I've got the debris tracker in the background here, and again, not seeing anything in the way of clear-cut confirmation right now of any tornadoes on the ground. That is the good sign, but we still need to be treating it as if there is one, and heading to your safe place. Again, the most interior room of your house, but put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Move as far away from windows as you can, and then bring something to cover your head. It could be a mattress, it could be a table, it could be a helmet, anything to cover your body parts to protect you from flying debris if your walls or windows should get breached. So again, we'll work from the north down, heading up here to northern Guernsey County. This tornado warning is in effect for another 6 minutes. This one is moving east at 60 miles an hour. And again, this is Guernsey, Harrison, and Tuscarawas counties until 3:30 a.m. this morning. That tornado warning goes for another 6 minutes. Hopping down here to Athens County, we'll go ahead and get the closest radar that we have here. And man, you can see some hail, those bright purples and pinks there, just to the east of Carpenter. There in Meigs County. You can see some very, very intense hail falling. The tornado warning for Gallia and Jackson County is canceled. That is the what just came across the updated warning text there. So again, Jackson County, you are clear of any active tornado warning. Gallia County, you are this tornado warning is also canceled for Gallia County. And again, this one goes for another 4 minutes. This is for Meigs, Vinton, and Athens County. And again, that is moving to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. So very, very quick moving storms. And then the tornado warning just to the south of here. This is for Gallia and Meigs County in Ohio. That goes until 3:45 this morning, and this is moving east a little bit slower, 55 miles per hour, but still very quickly off to the northeast. Let's go ahead and jump down to the south here, down to Scioto and Lawrence County, where we have a storm that is moving up through Kentucky and getting ready to cross the Ohio River here. We'll go ahead and go back and look at the velocity image. And a couple spots that we're watching. Of the biggest concern right now would be just to the west of Franklin Furnace, just to the northwest of Greenup, Kentucky, which is right on the river there. Let me go ahead and draw where we're seeing these lighter gray colors and these brighter green colors. That indicates to us that there is some rotation here, and where we could see a tornado drop at any second. And again, I apologize for my voice. I'm still dealing with some complications of getting over an upper respiratory virus here, so dealing with the long-term effects of that. So again, getting ready to cross the Ohio River in southern Scioto County, the southeastern portion of Scioto County. This is southeast of Portsmouth. Portsmouth, you are not in the tornado warning, but again, right here where we're seeing these gray colors and these green colors getting ready to cross the Ohio River, which is this blue area, this blue line right here, getting ready to move into southern or southeastern Scioto County, and then eventually into Lawrence County. Again, this tornado warning goes for another 15 minutes, 17 minutes, give or take, until 3:45 this morning. So we'll bounce back up to the Coshocton County tornado warning, and that one was allowed to expire. Actually, it was canceled a few minutes early. So Muskingum, Guernsey, Harrison, and Tuscarawas, Coshocton County, there is no longer a tornado warning there. Just dealing with these three active tornado warnings in the southeastern part of the state. So again, not really seeing anything in the way that jumps out to me, but really anywhere along this line where you see the reds and the greens, we could have a quick connection of those changing in wind directions, and it could produce a tornado at any given time here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this up. I'm actually going to turn on the reflectivity here, and you can see the motion of these storms. I'll go ahead and put them into motion for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a updated, as those storms are playing, going to get a updated watch for you guys, because we only have one county that is left under a tornado warning, and then we have the eastern portion of the state, which is still under that severe thunderstorm warning until 7 a.m. So let me get this map pulled up for you. Give me just a second. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull up the remaining watches this morning. As you can see, we're going to pop in the active statewide map, and you can see there's actually only one county left under a tornado watch. That is Scioto County, essentially for those storms moving through right now where we have those active tornado warnings. And then you can see the eastern part of the state where the storms have yet to move through. You can see a severe thunderstorm watch in the pink there. Now, we have seen several tornado warnings through this severe thunderstorm warning area, and it does mention in the text for the severe thunderstorm watch that there is a possibility of a quick spin-up tornado, and thus, a tornado warning could be issued as well. So, again, mainly our main concern is some straight line wind and some large hail in that pink area, but we're also monitoring the chance. We've seen a lot of these storms tonight have tornado warnings on them, can produce. We're also watching for the potential for a couple tornadoes, and that again, that those pink counties, that goes until 7 a.m. this morning. So again, bouncing back to the radar here, you see the remaining tornado warnings that we have through the area. We're currently dealing with 3 of them, and we're going to bounce down here to Scioto County and flip back to the velocity product. And we'll stop the motion here and see if we can see anything. Right where you see that pink pixel there, kind of in the mess of greens, just cross the river into southern Scioto County, circled on your map there. Well, it just updated again, so let me go ahead and back out here. You can see right where those reds and greens are touching is where we're watching for the potential for some rotation. Even if you don't see a tornado out of this, you're going to see some very, very powerful straight line winds, and those can also do some significant damage and cause windows to break and have debris fly in your house. So we still don't want you to, we still want you to treat this tornado warning very seriously, and treat it as if there was a tornado on the ground. So let's go ahead and put a track on this, and we'll go ahead and try to put it where... actually, let me find out the speed that this is moving first. This tornado warning goes for another 11 minutes here. Let's do northeast at 60 miles per hour. We'll go ahead and put a track on it for you, and we can get some times here of some communities that could be impacted. We'll go ahead and put it right over the main part of the circulation right now. And forgive me, I'm having some issues tonight. We'll go ahead and put it to the a little bit past the warning box here, and we'll go ahead and move it, have it moving northeast at 60. And you can kind of see some communities come into focus there. Powellsville, less than 2 minutes. Lawrence, Bartles, Center Station, Buckhorn Furnace, Buckhorn, Olive Furnace, and eventually into Waterloo and McDaniel Crossroad. If you called out any of your communities, you need to be in a safe place immediately. Again, this is getting ready to cross the Scioto County line and move into Lawrence County. And Lawrence, you are in the tornado warning. And again, you can see that box was just updated. Let me go ahead and get that off for you. And you can see right where those reds are touching, basically into Lawrence County now. Just to the northeast of Lawrence here is where we're seeing that rotation just east of Powellsville, kind of almost right on the Lawrence-Scioto County line as that continues to race off to the northeast. Bouncing back up here to Meigs County, we have that tornado warning in effect for another 8 minutes. Again, not seeing anything on the radar that jumps out to me. We could be seeing... we're in a kind of a radar dead zone in southeast Ohio here. We don't have the best luck with radar coverage due to the distance in between them. So I'm managing that the best we can here. It's not going to be a very clear cut. If you were watching our coverage earlier of the tornadoes near the Wilmington area, that was very close to a radar, so we got a very clear cut image close to the base of the storm, close to the ground, and we were able to see those a little bit easier. So anybody along US 33 here north of Middleport, you are in the tornado warning. Rock Springs, Flatwoods, Syracuse, Silver Run, and Carlton, those are all communities on the Ohio River. If I called out your community, you are in the tornado warning polygon. And off to almost to the edge of this polygon now, so it's becoming decision time if the National Weather Service is going to issue another tornado warning for the eastern part of Meigs County, but yet we have, as of right now, we have yet to see that. And I believe they just replaced it with a severe thunderstorm warning, so we should see, hopefully, this drop off here relatively soon. So you can see that new severe thunderstorm warning box that encompasses downstream from this tornado warning into Meigs County and then eventually into West Virginia. You can see that new severe thunderstorm warning. And I'll go ahead and call out the counties here in Ohio. We have Meigs, Gallia, Washington, Athens in Ohio, and the rest of those counties are in West Virginia. Again, that is a severe thunderstorm warning for another 22 minutes. A very big box for a very short period of time with how fast these storms are moving off to the east this morning. And again, it does look like the National Weather Service is not going to elect, as of this moment, to issue another tornado warning for Meigs County. So hopefully in 6 minutes, this tornado warning is able to be dropped and we can give you the all clear. But right now, again, if you are at Middleport and points north there in Meigs County, you are still under a tornado warning for another 6 minutes. Again, jumping down here to Lawrence County, again, another 6 minutes on this warning, and Scioto County. Continuing to monitor that. Again, not seeing anything that is clear-cut on the velocity that is for concern. If you were in that red box, though, you need to be taking it seriously and entering your safe place. Looking at the debris tracker in the background here, and not really seeing anything in the way of debris being lofted with any of these storms, so that is a good sign. A very broad rotation on both of these active tornado warnings. And just popping back on here, guys. These tornado warning for Lawrence and Scioto County was canceled. And now we are just left with this one single tornado warning for another 2 minutes here in Meigs County. And again, none of these tornado warnings appear to be extended. And they have been replaced with severe thunderstorm warnings. You saw that box flashing there for just a few minutes when that new severe thunderstorm was issued. And again, these storms are almost out of southeast Ohio. They are almost into West Virginia. So we won't have to worry about them for much longer. Actually, a good majority of them in southeast Ohio are on the Ohio River or close to it. So again, those will be moving out of Ohio here shortly, moving to the northeast, or moving to the north here. You can see this is another extension of this line all the way up to basically Lake Erie, but the severe part here in eastern Ohio, approaching the Ohio River as well, and getting ready to move off into the panhandle of West Virginia, and then eventually into Pennsylvania. So again, one tornado warning left for another minute. And it does not look like it will be extended. Now, there are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings that were that replace these tornado warnings. You saw that tornado warning drop off there at the correct time at 3:45 this morning. So, again, storms racing off to the east here, getting ready to move into West Virginia and Pennsylvania, and then out of our coverage area. Again, keep your guard up. That's severe thunderstorm watch as I showed. I'll go ahead and pop that back up on the screen here. That goes until 7 a.m. this morning. Once this initial line of storms moves through, the risk will quickly taper off, and we have tons of rain. I hate to say that, but tons of rain building in on the back side of this system that we will be dealing with over the next several days. So again, just taking one last look at the radar here. I'll go ahead and put it into motion in southeast Ohio here, and you can see the motion of these storms is east-northeast. And again, have multiple ways to receive warnings. Keep your guard up, and we will stay with you here on the Belpark Weather Network. So for our entire team, thank you for joining us. Thank you for bearing with me. My voice, I know, is far from good. If any of you have watched our coverage in the past, I'm usually a little bit better than this, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best here with what I'm given. So for all of our team, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching our coverage tonight. Thank you for allowing us to be your choice for severe weather coverage. We really appreciate you tuning in and allowing us to serve you and your family for your weather information. So for our entire team, thank you so much for watching the Belpark Weather Network severe weather coverage. I'm forecaster Brant Warren. I hope you all have a great night. Stay safe, and we'll have some storm reports once the daylight breaks in the morning. Stay safe.